As you may know, there is intense debate over whether to allow poor American children to receive government money and use it to pay for private school. That is called vouchers. Teachers' unions and many on the left oppose vouchers, saying they weaken public schools. Some conservatives believe educational competition will make the public schools better. But President Obama and Attorney General Eric Holder are siding with the left. And now they filed a lawsuit against Louisiana over the voucher issue. I talked with the governor, Bobby Jindal, last night. Why is the federal government taking the time and the expense, because all Americans are paying for this, to go to Louisiana and tell you, Governor Jindal, hey, you can't give vouchers to these kids, even though the state, your state's paying for it. We're going to stop you from doing that. Why is Holder launching on that crusade?
The Obama administration is trying to use the same rules that were designed to protect poor minority kids to actually keep them trapped in failing schools. We got 8,000 kids getting these scholarships. 100% of these are low-income families, 100% of them coming from C, D, or F public schools. 100% of their parents chose this as a way for their kids to get a better education. 90% of them are minorities. We talk about equal opportunity in America. We're not providing it unless we provide every child the chance to get a great education. It is ridiculous for the Department of Justice to listen to the government unions, the teacher unions. This is all politics. It's all ideology. It's not about these kids.
All right, but I understand that Holder believes, the Attorney General believes, that by giving vouchers to the 8,000 students in Louisiana, that you throw off the federally imposed racial balance. So Holder's saying, look, to enforce my civil rights mandate, I have to stop Governor Jindal from giving the vouchers to the poor kids so they get out of the public schools. How do you reply to that?
Look, how backwards is that? Shouldn't we believe that every child, no matter their zip code, their gender, their race, their parents' wealth, should have a chance to get a great education? One of the two examples the Department of Justice uses is that they've got 6 black kids, 6 African-American kids in St. Martin Parish in a public school that's getting an F letter grade. That means only half, at best half those kids are on grade level. Those 6 kids got scholarships to go to other schools where the parents thought they'd get a better education. Eric Holder saying, no, we got to force them back into that failing public school to protect their civil rights. How's that protecting their civil rights? Bill, I've met these moms. These are moms working multiple jobs. They want their kids to get a great education. When we started this program, the union leaders said, hey, look, parents don't have a clue when it comes to making choices for their kids. These moms have told me, with tears in their eyes, we make choices for our kids every day. We know their needs better than the bureaucrats in Baton Rouge or Washington, D.C.
Do you, Governor Jindal, believe in your heart that President Obama and the Attorney General of the United States, Eric Holder, are so cynical that they would say, I'm going to throw these kids under the bus because I want to curry favor with those teachers' union who provide us with a lot of money and a lot of support?
There is no explanation for why they would do this. We've got 40,000 kids in charter schools in Louisiana that have not gone after that program. They're going after scholarship programs, whether it's incompetence or ideology. The bottom line is they're going to hurt the kids we should be working so hard to serve and get into a better education. If you really believe in the American dream, we need to fight to make sure every child gets a great education. Eric Holder wouldn't send his kids to these schools. Look, parents who can afford to move to better neighborhoods with better schools or send their kids to private schools, if that makes sense for them. But all we're saying is give every child the chance to get a great education.
I support the voucher system. People should know in Louisiana you're not taking money away from the public schools. This is another fund that you use to give these scholarships, a discretionary spending fund. So that argument flies out. Governor, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bill.
And a court hearing on the case tentatively set for September 19th. We'll follow it for you.